Okay, so we're at another property that I have the luck of taking care of, and these are berms that I made up. They were in another Dirt Journal video, and they're basically Hugel, you know, German for hill mounds, but they're windrows, they're compost rows. It's been done for ages, and it was a bunch of material that I needed to clean up, branches, logs, all kinds of stuff. Now they look all rounded out. That's what we're doing this year, is coming along and scooping the bare dirt off, any little top surface, the sod that's grown, flipping it back on, covering it with leaves. But I wanted to show you the inside of one, because we're actually using this for the vegetable garden at our place. I'm here with Danielle, and there's the inside of the pile. So this is the soil that's coming out. This is what it looks like when I get here, basically. This is 3 years of sitting. I tended a little each year. This is what I'm coming along and doing, is cleaning out the alleys in between where it's sloughed, and you can see the grass growing on the top of it. And here's an after. So I've actually taken the sod basically in between, flipped it over on the top, and here I've gone a step farther and even put leaves that fell and stuff on top so that it's weed control. So these aren't just mounds of grass and grass roots and stuff. And that's all the stirring that I do. I didn't need to do much stirring because it's about 70% logs and twigs in here originally from out of control brush piles that were too big and rotten to burn or anything. And that caused a lot of aeration, oxygen, and water flow to be able to get down to the center of it. So this was like high circulatory pile. And you can see these are 30 foot long or whatever. And I wanted to show you what's left of the biggest logs that were down in the middle. Just this punky wood all infected and inoculated with fungus and stuff. And then this is the soil that's coming out of it. And it's just, I wish you could taste it. It tastes good. But we're going to put this stuff in the garden, just absolutely, just, oh. So, but yeah, massive amount. And the only work in that was just laying it out originally, and it looked way better than it did, I think. It was kind of a jumble. This was to make it uniform and look like used and controlled area. And now it is dirt, gorgeous dirt. So we're bringing this stuff home. We're going to grow veggies in it. This was logs. So in about a 3-year period, extreme heat and moisture up here. But it turned into that. So that's another cool detail. Onwards and upwards. But this is what it looks like as we get down to the core. And things like this were big old logs, and there's almost nothing left. And the wood that's left is, these were big pieces, and it's just punkiness. And the rest of this is dirt. Buckets of it, and this is just made out of 1,000 bushes and types of branches and leaves and burn piles and all kinds of stuff. Look at that. Goodness, hitting whole logs that were buried down in there. It's amazing though how branchy and aerated it was, and then how much dirt is there now with just a few little, just the biggest, quirkiest branches sticking out. Good stuff. Be on here again.
Shall we fill it up all the way to the top?
Yeah.
Kill ourselves trying to get in the truck?
Yeah. You can see we brought in the charcoal and biochar that we gathered from one of the fires I had on another property that I tend, and then the compost that you saw us loading out of the berms. But we're going to fill this to the top of the actual logs, and we have a temporary just yarn and string fence up for now so we can get the seedlings in. And the rest of the yard is coming to life. So as the blooms disappear on the trees, the little leaves are coming out, and the mulberry still hasn't put its leaves on, but the darker plums are starting to flesh out with their veg. And then the artichokes are starting to go crazy. All the bulbs are up. And in the background here you can see we got the starts. All this green is just different flowers, different bulbs. Huge sages, hollyhocks, all kinds of stuff that you'll see stacking up. But yeah, next shot.